Welcome to this new Addon Spotlight. In this Addon Spotlight we're gonna look at the Native Airbus A330-900 Neo. It was already released a while ago, but a new version is now available, which is version 0.9, right? So it's still, I would say, under development, but some new enhancements have been made, like 4K textures with PBR. There are some brand new exterior 3D models. Some new flight dynamics. The good thing is that it has a complete integration of the fly-by-wire A330-900 virtual cockpit version 0.62. So it's not the latest yet, right? Because A330-900 is currently at version 0.70. But that's all kind of cool things. The nice thing is that it contains 8 real-world liveries in 4K. So the entries or the liveries which are available are from TAP Portugal, Star Alliance, Stock Portugal, Condor, Air Belgium, Corsair International, Delta, and several other ones. There are still some known issues with this livery, but that's mainly caused by the usage of the older fly-by-wire 0.62 version of the A330-900 instead of the version 0.70. So that will be fixed, hopefully in the future, but again, it already flies really nice. If you look at the details, you can see that they really spent some time, I'd say, on creating all the liveries, right? They're really highly detailed. You can see the knot, or even the screws or knobs here. Some nice textures. If we would go, say, to the front of the aircraft, right? So really clear text, you can almost read it. Oh, almost, because you can't get too close, because then you're going inside the aircraft. I would say that's the only thing probably which I found out, is that if you come too close, that it will do like this. So that might be something which they're gonna fix in the future. You can see the engines are already running, lights are already switched on. So let's see if we can take off. And this is what I meant, right? You can simply go to the aircraft, and then eventually you will end up in the cockpit. And for those who are familiar with the A330-900 one, you will recognize it easily. So let's do some, let's say, test flying with it, although it's not strictly necessary because most of you know it. So flaps are set, right? So flaps can be found here. Sorry, here is the speed brake. Here are the flaps. Flaps are in position 1. So we can simply go full throttle in our case, because the rest of the aircraft is prepared already. So we're gonna increase the power. I'll look to stabilize the engines and then remove the parking brake, and then we can go full steam ahead. The nice thing about that they use the A330-900 as, I would say, cockpit, is that it contains, of course, most of the functionalities, as we all know. I would say it's far better than the default A320, which is, let's say, provided as part of Flight Simulator 2020. So I would strongly encourage you, if you want to fly, I would say, better aircraft compared to the A300 or 320, which is included in Flight Simulator, definitely would go for this one. So we're gonna push back the stick a little bit more. So we're airborne, right? We can see a large freighter there with a lot of containers on it. See, the gears are up. We need to decrease the climb rate a bit, because you can see that the airspeed doesn't like it, right? We're going, I would say, a little bit too fast to climb. So we're gonna reduce the flaps. And then we're airborne, so we can activate the autopilot if we want, right? And that's, I would say, the same as with the A330-900, right? So you can simply set the altitude, set it to managed, then activate the autopilot. In this case, it also has a managed heading mode and a managed speed. So keep an eye on the aircraft itself, right? We don't want to go too fast. Also on the top, you will recognize all the buttons as with the A330-900, and the good thing is all of them are also, or let's see, all of them is maybe a little bit too far, but most of them are working. I can see it if it says inoperative. If you use the labels, then they won't work, of course. Next to me, the co-pilot, and we're airborne, right? So we're gonna reduce the speed, so it sets to normal speed. So the auto, I would say, auto throttle will kick in, so we don't need to do much. So again, right, looking from the outside, where are we? There we are. It's a beautiful airplane. If you're used to the A330-900, you will probably, I would say, don't have to learn a lot because it's actually flying the same. The only thing which you need to keep in mind that is not having the 070 version, so some things might not work as you are expected or expecting when you're used to use the A330-900 070 version. Cockpit is really complete. The only thing which is missing is the fly pad on the left side of the co-pilot, but other than that, the rest of the, let's say, systems are functioning as the A330-900 version, right? So that's nice. Here ends this, I would say, short add-on spotlight. It's another great airplane which is offered for free via Flight Simulator 2. So I'll put the download link in the comment or in the description of the video, and then you can try it yourself if you want. Hope you liked this video. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.